Hey folks, it's Jim. I just watched a movie called How It Ends. It is a depiction of um, an SHTF event that affects the whole country and how a couple of people need to go from point A to point B. And I thought it was a fairly accurate idea of what it would be like trying to vehicle bug out and the types of things we might encounter, as well as um, uh, the things we would want to pack, maybe. And that's what I liked about it. It showed some ideas and some situations that might have showed how these guys didn't really pack as well as maybe they should have, or maybe they packed some too much of one thing and not enough of another, maybe. And I thought it was really interesting from that perspective. It's not the best movie in the world, although Forrest Whitaker is in it, a good actor. The acting is fine. I just don't think they spent a lot on the movie itself, although it was, I think, fairly well done for the class that it's in. And again, it's called How It Ends, okay? And it's really decent, I think. I mean, if you're a prepper and you kind of trying to get an idea of what it might be like to load all your stuff in your vehicle and bug out, and the types of things you might encounter, the situations that could arise, I think this movie does a decent job of showing that. The different types of problems that we would encounter on that type of journey, maybe. I think a lot of people have the idea we're just going to load the car and take off and go from point A to point B and not have any challenges. But, the reality of it is, if it truly hits the fan, we are going to encounter challenges. So, and that's why I try to be open and honest about my personal prepping, body armor, other things. There are lots of reasons why I do what I do. And it's because I can see these scenarios the way they really go down. With all my experiences around the world, having been in areas that were complete chaos, I've seen a lot of things, and that's why I prepare the way I do. But this movie, I thought, was reasonable. Okay, it's not the best. It's not, can everything be improved? Yes. But I think it's just a great idea to get a picture in the mind of what it might be like to vehicle bug out in SHTF. And from that perspective, I think they did a good job. And especially with the types of things we might want to pack. Maybe too much of one thing, not enough of another. Do you know what I mean? And to be more well-rounded, possibly, to think things really through, maybe practice loading the vehicle a few times before we actually should have to do it. And that might solve a lot of issues, right? But yeah, they do a good job. They cover a lot of different scenarios, 3 or 4 different scenarios that we would encounter possibly. And I think they did a decent job on that. So if you don't have a lot to do because it's raining like it is here in Maine today, this movie, I think, all preppers should at least give it a shot and see if they can't maybe pick up a few ideas from it, or maybe better prepare themselves. That's all I wanted to share. And again, it's not the best movie in the world, but I think it was a fair depiction. And I really like the scenario that was encountered in this movie. And write in, if you watch it, write in and let me know what you think about that. I thought that scenario was pretty darn good. Okay, that was another thing that I really liked about it, was the scenario that they were in. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. Jim out.